Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about something that so many of us deal with, our joints. We're going to dive into some simple, but really powerful, strategies for joint protection that can help you move better and, most importantly, feel better. Okay, let's get right into it.
So, let me ask you this. Does this sound familiar? That feeling that your pain is in the driver's seat, telling you what you can and can't do every single day. It can feel like it's controlling everything, from simple chores to the hobbies you absolutely love. And honestly, that's just exhausting.
And look, it doesn't matter if you're dealing with something like arthritis or just the general wear and tear from an active life, the goal is always the same, right? You just want to find some relief and feel like you're back in control. Well, today, we're going to show you how to do exactly that.
So what is the solution here? It's a concept called joint protection. And before you think that sounds like a bunch of restrictive, boring rules, it's not. It's actually a really smart strategy for working with your body instead of fighting against it.
You know, at its heart, joint protection is all about making these small, really intelligent little changes to your everyday habits and how you move. It's about using your body mechanics in a smarter way to cut down on strain and inflammation. And these little tweaks, they can lead to some seriously big results when it comes to pain relief and just getting through your day.
All right, let's really get into it. This is where the magic happens, and it all starts with a simple but really powerful shift in how you think about your movements and, what your body's actually trying to tell you.
We're going to break this all down into 4 core principles. Think of them as your new rules of engagement for having a much healthier relationship with your body. And we're going to start with the most important one.
Okay, principle number 1, and honestly, this might be the most important one of them all. You've got to respect your pain. This is all about tuning in and actually listening to your body's signals, instead of just gritting your teeth and pushing through it.
And this is a total game changer. So let's say your wrist starts to hurt while you're gardening. That's not your body saying, stop, give up. It's a signal. It's saying, hey, maybe try something different. Maybe switch hands or grab a tool with a better grip or just take a 5-minute break. You see, the goal is to adjust, not to quit.
All right, on to principle number 2. And this one is basically simple physics. It's all about distributing the load. The whole idea is to stop putting all that stress on your smaller, more vulnerable joints, like your fingers and your wrists, and let your bigger muscles get in on the action. So what does that actually look like in real life? Well, instead of using just your fingers to twist open a stubborn jar, use the palm of your hand. Or when you go to push open a heavy door, lean into it with your shoulder or your whole body, not just your hand. You're just spreading that force out over bigger, much stronger joints. It's that simple. Now, this next one, our third principle, it might sound a little strange at first, but trust me, it's vital. Avoid staying in one position for too long. Staying totally still is just a recipe for stiffness and pain, whether you're sitting, standing, or even lying down.
I absolutely love this phrase because it is so true. Your joints thrive on movement. So, if you're stuck at a desk or you're binge-watching a show, maybe set a little reminder on your phone to get up and stretch for just a minute or 2 every half hour. That frequent, gentle movement is what keeps your joints lubricated and stops that awful stiffness from setting in.
And that brings us to our 4th and final principle. Simplify your work. This is all about energy conservation. It's that classic idea of working smarter, not harder, to keep your joints from getting fatigued. So, this is all about planning ahead, right? For example, organize your kitchen so that the pots and pans you use all the time are super easy to reach. And instead of trying to be a hero and clean the entire house in one go, break it up into smaller, more manageable jobs spread throughout the week. It's all about pacing yourself.
All right, so we've got the big ideas down. Now for the action plan. How do we turn all this theory into simple, everyday changes that you can literally start making right now?
Just look at this table. It shows how these simple swaps can make a world of difference. Carrying a heavy grocery bag with just your fingers puts so much strain on them, but using a shoulder strap or a backpack, that moves the load to a much stronger joint system. Gripping a tool really tightly can be swapped for a larger, more ergonomic handle. Each one of these switches seems tiny, but trust me, over time, they add up and make a massive difference.
Now, as you start on this journey, a really important thing to remember is that you are not in this alone. You don't have to figure all this out by yourself.
There's a whole support system of pros out there who are trained to guide you.
So, who are the pros you can call? The two big ones are occupational therapists, or OTs, and physical therapists, PTs. Think of it this way. An OT is fantastic for helping you with the activities of your daily life, especially things involving your hands. A PT is amazing for things like walking, getting in and out of chairs, and general lower body function. And both of them? They're experts in teaching you good body mechanics.
So, how do you know if it's time to make that call? Well, just take a quick look at this list. If any of these sound familiar, like you having repeated pain after you do something, you've got a new injury, or you just feel totally lost about how to exercise, getting a referral to a therapist could be an absolute game changer for you.
When you put it all together, what we're really talking about is this massive shift. It's about moving from a life of constantly reacting to pain after it happens to a life of proactively protecting your joints to prevent that pain in the first place. It is the difference between your pain being in control of you and you being in control of your body.
And that's really what this is all about. The power of joint protection is that it's simple and it's all about consistency. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Based on everything we've talked about, what's the one small, totally manageable change you can make today? Because that first step, that's the beginning of a whole new way of moving through your world.